The girls like me, we are so beautiful as well as charming. The girls like me, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me. Just look in the mirror, you will see. The girls like me, we are princesses growing into queens. The girls like me, our images all over the universe. The girls like me, we are so beautiful as well as charming. The girls like me, just look in the mirror, you will see. The girls like me, the girls like you. You are a princess growing into a queen. The girls like me, just look in the mirror, you will see. The girls like me, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me. Our images all over the universe. The girls like me.
I've been thirsting for peace, my lips pursed to receive. Blessed by a bliss, others that curse and deceive. I felt like I held light, was I the first to be freed? Like a hyperventilator who just learned to deep breathe. Tiana Tamara rebounds well, a sound scale, sounds bells, divine counsel. I spout wells and tales about how she cast spells. Dance trails of music to the band swells. Damn girl, and sales, exhales as she exhales. Inhales and sends gales the wind fresh, faded breath. I die 7 deaths just to make that crest. If he ever call a timeout, I will shake that.
She unearthed me to the surface of G. Everything was just rehearsal till she burst into being. Say she rebirthed me with every verse that she speaks. I just been thirsting for peace, peace, peace.
The way she assists the gift, you think the sister's mystic. One whiff from 7 drifters. If I just hit the slip, I take deep pulls on what ifs when a tongue lifts. Sister sun kiss got me drunk off of this. Like I just off a fifth, I plead the fifth. Put a melody to riff just to grace the diva's edge. I need her like the US need another leader quick. She make me feel so good, it's almost heated. This shit, hoping we gon' kick it. Hey, she terrific. How could she be so vivid? Take me deeper back in time than the Neolithic. If I could bend time and space with a simple figure, yo, I know why you're
She unearthed me to the surface of G. Everything was just rehearsal till she burst into being. And she rebirthed me with every verse that she speaks. I just been thirsting for peace, peace, peace. I just been thirsting for peace, peace.
Hi, I'm Tiana Tamara Townsell. You can call me TT for short. And I'm the first Miss Nappturality. I've also won titles such as Miss Whidbey Island, USA, Miss Island County, USA, Miss Kent, USA, Miss Black Covington, USA, and Miss Black Washington, USA. And this is a day in my life. Today we are going to be talking about beading. So I've got some beads here. I'm going to put beads in my hair to celebrate my 8 years of being natural. As you see, now I do have all of my hair in single braids, which will turn into long-term braids, as I spoke before in a previous video. So to celebrate my 8 years being natural, I decided I was going to put some beads in my hair. Now, when I was looking for some more beads to put in my hair on the internet, I came across a lot of things that I found very peculiar, which is sites indicating that people didn't know how to put beads in their hair. Now, I'm going to show you how, because I've seen a lot of advertising for special beading tools to put beads in your hair. All of that really isn't that necessary. So come along and I'll teach you how. Now, the first step is to get a needle and a thread and thread your beads in the order that you want them in your hair. In this particular case, I'm going to do about 2 beads on each strand of my hair because I don't have a whole lot of beads, but I want some for decoration. So I put them in the order that I'd like them. I put the thread on the needle first, and then I tied a bead to the very bottom of the thread. So this bead is just going to be a placeholder to keep all the other beads on the string. Now we're going to put it in our hair. Before we string the beads on our hair, we're going to separate our hair in sections and work from back to front. So I have my hair divided in half, and then I have the side that I'm going to start with first, the right side. Most of it pulled up and a few strings in the back. So I'm going to start with this one first. So we're going to take our first braid, and we're going to take the needle and the thread and wrap it around the hair with the needle pointing down into the bead. We're going to pull the beads up, so I only want two, pulling them both up. I still have my hair in my hand, and I'm just going to pull it through. So there's one. Second one didn't want to come with, so let's do that again. So I put the bead back on the thread, got the hair again, wrapping it around, hair in one hand, needle in the other, pinch it, needle facing down, and I'm threading the bead on the needle and pulling it up onto my hair. Then I unravel the needle, and there we go, 2 beads. Now I'm going to take the end of my hair and wrap it up on the bead, and with a rubber band I'm going to wrap it around the bead in my hair. I'm just going to keep wrapping it around until it's secure. Now, a lot of people don't like using rubber bands in their hair because they feel as if it damages their hair. Rubber bands are not damaging if you use them correctly. When I say correctly, I mean instead of unraveling them to take them out, you want to cut them out or let them break out. If they're going to break on their own, that's fine too. But you want to cut the rubber band out so you're not pulling your hair out when you're unraveling it. Your hair, most of us have hair that's kinky or curly. So that hair is going to wrap and get stuck in the rubber band, and that's why people say that it's not good to use rubber bands in our hair. Now that we've tried one, let's try another braid. So we have the braid we want, needle and thread. Wrap the needle and thread around the hair. Hair on one side, needle and thread on the other, needle facing down. And we're stringing the needle with the bead up through the hair. We want 2 beads, so we're going to wrap it around again. Stringing the bead through the needle, pulling it up on the hair. We're going to unravel the needle and thread, pull one of the beads down, wrap the hair around the bead, and secure it with the rubber band. And there we go. Let's finish up. We've finished the back right side. We've started on the left side, so let's just continue moving right along. We have our hair, wrap our needle and thread around it, hair on one side, needle and thread on the other, needle facing down, and we're just going to string the beads up. We've got both beads on there, and we're securing it at the end with our rubber band. And let's continue. We have our next piece of hair, wrapping the needle and thread around it. Hair on one side, needle and thread on the other. And we're going to string up the beads. So we've got 2 on there. Again, we're going to get our rubber band. And secure it. We're going to continue repeating until we're done. Let's do one more just for practice. We have the piece of hair, wrap around the beads, string them up, and secure with the rubber band. And we're going to continue. So we finished the back, we've worked our way through the right side, now we're finishing up the right side and moving on to the left side. Another thing you can incorporate into your hair besides just beads is shells. So I've mixed my beads with cowrie shells, and with the cowrie shells you just put them on just as you do the regular beads. So we've got our next piece of hair. And we're just going to do the same procedure, getting the hair, wrapping it around the thread, and having the needle post down. These are the cowrie shells. You just thread them in just as you would do with the bead and pull it through. So we're going to put 2 on this one, just so we can keep it consistent with the rest of the hair. And then with these, you just want to put it at the top and secure it, just as you would a bead. It's really no different. Gives it a different look. I like to mix it up. So we'll do another one. And we're just going to bring the cowrie shells up just as we would the beads. We've got 2 on there. Move this one up a bit and secure it with a rubber band. And let's just keep working on through. So we have most of the hair with beads in it. We're down to our last 2 strands. I wanted to show you another option of how to put beads and other shells and different things into your hair when you're not planning to go full out and put beads on all the braids like I did today. So if you just have a couple braids that you want to put beads on and you don't need a whole lot of string with the thread and the needle to line up the beads, if you just have a couple, I'm going to show you the option for that. So we'll take the last pieces of hair. Take 1. Now, this is a flosser. This is mostly used for people who have retainers and they need to get underneath the permanent wires that are glued in the retainer to floss their teeth. That's why I have this, because I had braces at one point. So this is what they were trying to sell to people online on how to bead your hair. So it gave me the idea that I can show people that you can use something like this, which is 50 cents or less for a pack. You don't have to go out and buy one of those fancy beading tools. So what you want to do is you just put the hair into the loop, just like you would do floss. So you've got it there. Now you want to take the beads that you want to put on. So you've got one, and here's our cowrie shell. Put it on this way. And you just want to pull it up, just like you were doing with the thread. And then you take this out and secure it with a rubber band. And again, we take the very last braid and we put it into the flosser, the loop, and then we put the beads on that we want. And pull it through. And secure it with a rubber band. And there we are, a whole head full of beads. This has been a day in the life of a beauty queen. You can also reach me on Facebook. Check out my hair journey at www.facebook.com/Tiana Townsell. So tell me your comments, send me your thoughts, let me know what you want to see. Help me help you. We've got to work together. There's no better way. Goodbye, and remember, knowledge is power.
You see, I discovered a supreme lover, and in turn she unearthed me. Resurrected from the earth and debris to the surface of G. Everything was just rehearsed till I burst into being. For her to be nursed at her feet by every verse that she speaks. Thirsting for peace. You give me peace, and that's what I need. Not just in peace, that's what peace means.
The girl like me, just look in the mirror. You will see the girl like me. I'm talking about you messed up.
I'm talking about our images of. Why you change your voice?
You messed
Stop.
up.
Why you change your voice?
What do you mean?